What's up, everybody? Mike here, and in this Path Exile 2 video, I will be going over the end game, at least the beginning parts of it anyway, and the game structure before that. Yeah, because now it's time to talk about end game, which is where PoE 2 truly begins and gets more exciting, guys. So let's dig into the game structure first. The first three acts take about 25 hours to complete if you are a new player. This is already a significant amount of time, in my opinion. And then there are players who spend hundreds of hours in-game each league, right, with PoE 1. Grinding Gear Games shifted their focus from making all 6 acts be available in early access to only 3 acts, and including the endgame, and the devs made sure to give us players a ton of endgame to do. At the start of early access, there will be 50 bosses and 400 monster types. And the good news is that the rest of the game is 80% there, the devs confirmed. They will be adding roughly double the amount of content already there into early access and by full release. In order to make the endgame happen at the same character level as if they had the rest of the acts in there, the devs added a second difficulty called Cruel for acts 1 through 3, where you repeat the campaign with all the monsters and bosses leveled up and new rewards. This is kind of a new game plus for the early access of PoE 2. It's also faster to get through the campaign a second time as your clear speed increases, and this will take you to level 65 where the endgame begins. Once the devs add the remaining 3 acts, they will remove cruel difficulties, so once you are done with act 6, you get right into endgame. And with the endgame, there are 7 distinct systems you can progress through. I will be talking about the first one and doing the rest in a separate video because there's so much information to go into. So first is the Atlas, which serves as the core of the endgame for Path Exile 2. It's infinite and expands in all directions. In the center of the Atlas, you will find a temple where you can open portals to nearby locations to begin cleansing corruption and finding resources. In order to power portal devices, you will need waystones. Each waystone has a tier which will determine the level of monsters you will face. To go to an area, simply click one that is adjacent to an area you have already completed. Insert the waystone and click Traverse. Portals will open and allow you and your party to travel to the area you have selected. All the areas in the endgame feel distinct from the locations in the campaign, and the devs dialed up the randomization up to 11. The monster packs you face will be totally random, and the combination of them can lead to very interesting combat situations. In order to cleanse the corruption in each area, you will need to defeat all the rare and unique enemies in it. Once you've done that, the area will be marked as completed, and then you can progress further into the world. If you die, then the map can no longer be run, and you will have to find another way around to get to the areas behind it. There are also other random encounters you might run into as you play maps. An example is precursor artifacts, ancient corrupting monuments that radiate the monsters around them. If you defeat the monsters around them and cleanse the artifact, you will get a temporary buff. Some of the buffs make you faster, others rain lightning or fire around you, and some give you increased XP or help you find better items. You can also find strong boxes. These chests guard piles of treasure but are always a trap. Monsters lay in wait to attack you once you open it. The boxes often have mechanisms to unleash powerful spells or debuffs. There are different types of strong boxes containing different items, and you can even use your currency items to craft them on the fly, so you can optimize the contents. Be careful of opening one you can't handle. Then sometimes you'll discover monsters frozen in essences. These monsters can be broken free. If you defeat them, the essence they drop can't be used to upgrade normal items to magic items with a guaranteed mod from a category. Rarely, essences will drop that allow you to upgrade magics to rares, adding the guaranteed mod. Waystones, like all items, can be crafted by using your currency items. Adding prefix mods will improve the rewards, while suffix mods increase danger. The more dangerous a map is, the more waystones will drop. Adding mods to your waystones is key to progressing to higher tiers and sustaining them, but it will require you to take on larger challenges. There are a variety of factors you have to consider when crafting your waystones. Some maps will have higher density, some lower, some will have more magic and rare chests, more monsters. Some are more linear, others more open. Make sure you explore and see what makes certain maps good to maximize your returns. As you cleanse corruption from higher and higher tiers of the Atlas, you will gain points you can spend in the Atlas tree. This tree allows you to juice the danger and rewards in all areas of the endgame. You can increase the number of monsters, the number of rares, the number of precursor artifacts or strongboxes, even the quantity of item drops. As you explore the endgame world map, you'll notice various different biomes. Most maps are restricted to certain biomes. As you continue to explore deeper into the atlas, there are all sorts of things to discover. These cities have been constructed by different peoples of raid class and have specific items that can be found there. In addition, you can find special areas that would be good to set up camp. Cleanse the areas of hostile inhabitants and you can claim them as your own hideout. You can decorate your hideout as you see fit and invite various NPCs to join you there to create your own personal base operations. A great tool for exploration are towers. These constructs are dotted around the atlas. Completing a tower will reveal a large area around it, allowing you to scout out your next challenge. There are lots of things to find, so keep looking. Some sections of your atlas are influenced by corruption. This adds extra modifiers to the maps and the region, increasing difficulty and rewards. You may notice some areas on the atlas have these particular icons above them. The icon indicates this area has some kind of special encounter. This icon indicates this area has a powerful boss because only 1 out of every 4 maps contain a map boss. And because of this, the devs are able to make them very powerful and very rewarding. These bosses come from the campaign but have had their difficulty increased with changes to AI and some of their abilities. Since you can see where the bosses are, you can choose to fight them or avoid them. If you do choose to hunt bosses, you will be rewarded with special points in the boss hunting section of the Atlas skill tree. The points here will allow you to specialize in boss killing, giving you much greater rewards for defeating them. For each different type of content in the endgame, the devs are adding specialized trees so you don't feel the need to respect your points when changing between different types of content. That's still not everything, as there are still 6 or 7 more key things to do in endgame, which I'll cover in the next video. I hope you found this video helpful though, and you learned something more about PoE 2. If you did, please hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and leave a comment telling me about your thoughts on this endgame content so far. Don't forget to check out the links in the description if you want to join the Discord or go above and beyond with your support. My name's Mike, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.